everybody. Welcome back to the JK But Gay Show. We are so excited today because we're excited about all of our guests, but today we wanted a real content creator, a real influencer here today with us. So this creator has more than 100,000 followers on TikTok, has amassed over 30 million views and 7.6 million likes on TikTok too. Wow. Jose Ankin is here. Hi, Jose Ankin.
Yeah. Hola.
How are you?
I'm good. I'm so good. I'm so happy to be here. Thank you so much for having me. I'm really excited. Thank you.
How you feeling?
Un poquito nervioso.
Yeah.
This is my first podcast, and I'm really excited. This is
your first ever.
Yeah,
ever.
I've never done this before. So if I'm like a little nervous, por favor, give me a little break.
No,
absolutely.
You're
gonna do great. You're gonna do great.
Yeah, no, it's la primera vez, and I wanted to make sure that I came on a show that I resonated with and I connected with, and I think you guys are doing an amazing job at that. So I was like, what better way? You know what I mean?
We're 5 seconds in, you can't make me cry.
I know.
Look,
by the way, I know he's a
I'm
crier.
the crier.
He's a crier.
No, okay, well, yo también soy super chillón. Yeah, I'm always crying about something.
Yeah,
Always crying about something. Yeah.
Happy, mad, everything.
Yeah, we just feel. We feel. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I feel, but then
He said you're a fake ass bitch.
No, that's it.
I'm like, I'll leave and then I'll cry by myself. But I'm sure you've been asked. Have you not?
About
by being on another podcast?
Oh yeah. I've been asked a couple times.
I'm curious, what made you say yes to us? First of all,
no,
thank you so much.
Yeah, it's a privilege.
We're so grateful.
Thank you.
And we're so excited for you.
Yeah. It definitely is a privilege to be here, and I appreciate the extension of the opportunity. Pero I didn't want to give the opportunity for someone else to tell my story, and it be a show that I didn't connect with, and I think you guys are doing a massive take on what it is to represent the Latino community, especially being from San Antonio. So I want a piece of the cake. I want to be a part of the team. So when y'all reached out, I think it was December or January.
It was Christmas when I reached out to you.
Yeah, well, I was in the valley. I was in the valley, and I was just on my emails. I was like, bro, what? They reached out. This is why, because I had already seen the videos. So
you knew about it before?
Yeah, of course. I feel like a lot of people know. Yeah, you guys are doing like big things. So
thank you.
I was like,
I think I might cry today.
So I was like, man, I definitely want to be a part of this. Like, why not? But I really also appreciate you guys moving things around for me. I know that we had to do that a couple times. For making it happen. Thank you so much.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
We're just so excited to have you.
On that though, I reached out to you. Like, it was one of your videos where you were like, so that was the first time I reached out to you was on Christmas.
Okay.
I was with family. We were like having drinks. I was like, you know what? Go for it.
Yeah,
Go for it. You were at the top of our list. I told you this before.
Okay.
You were at the top of our list of who we wanted on our show for season 2. And it was Christmas Day, and he and I were on FaceTime, and he was like, just send the damn email. I was like, it's Christmas. The next day, I was like, que vergüenza.
Dude.
No, because I emailed you on Christmas.
That's good. It's okay. It's a Christmas present.
Well, for me,
I was happy about it.
Yes.
Man, on that Christmas day though. No, nothing. I was. Forget about it. Anyways, that was good time. I think I was with somebody. I think. No, no.
So it was. So I was like, it's Christmas, but we celebrate our Christmas Eve. Like, whatever. We're gonna send it anyway.
Yeah.
And then I followed up in the new year when we were back in like work. I was saying back in school mode. Yeah. But it was because of it was because of a video that you posted when you're like, this year I am doing it. I'm gonna like send. I'm gonna do what I need to do. I'm gonna shoot my shot. Yeah. And I was like, I feel like he's talking to me, and it worked.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. And I think that's the one I responded to. I think I opened up the original one, and then I was in the valley when I got the first one.
And you told me you're like, I was with family. I was waiting.
Yeah. So I think this year was definitely that. I think I moved away from dating as of last year. Yeah. And the focus was just going to be me. There's a lot of opportunities that I didn't take el año pasado solamente porque sentí that I wasn't ready for them. I wasn't ready for that amount of, like, the magnitude that comes with things, the volume that comes with it, the responsibility for that. So dije, no, mejor no. Y este año, I think I've just been putting all the eggs in my basket that come my way.
Yeah.
So I just, little by little, you know?
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Oh, I love that. So people, like, we feel like we know you because we see you so much on TikTok,
sure.
right? But like, what are your identity markers? How do you identify yourself? How do you like present yourself in the world?
For sure. Primeramente, I'm a huge family man. I don't know if that's an identity pointer, you know? Like,
no, it is.
Okay,
It is,
so,
for sure.
my family is everything. And I think some of the reasons why I've also kind of been hesitant on some of the opportunities that have come my way is because, not that it could, like, jeopardize my time with my family, but it could take away from that. And I really, really value that because those are the people that are, that have been with me the whole time.
Yeah.
I also like I relate a lot to the work and a lot of the pride that it goes into the sacrifice that my parents have put into where I am today. So like I love my job because I'm very grateful for that. A lot of people wake up and they're like, man, I have to go to work today. I'm happy.
Right.
I got a job.
Right.
Yeah, I'm employed.
In this economy?
Yeah, those I let that little shake kill on Friday, bitch. I'm going out to the club. Like I'm very great. Like so I think I do a lot of identification with my family, my culture being super Mexicano, and I think the roots in being not only Mexicano but Chicano. You know, there's two sides to us, being American and also being Mexican, and kind of finding the middle ground in that and being prideful and, you know, blasting the fucking Lalo Mora when you on the way to the gym, bitch. You park next to like a Susan, like, yeah, girl, what's up?
Yeah.
Like,
Rolling the window down on purpose.
Yeah, all the way up.
Crazy.
Put the fucking bass up, bitch.
Locking your door.
Hell yeah. So I do a lot of identification with my family, with my work, with my culture being Mexicano, and also just like I think I don't just identify myself in this way, but also being gay. I feel like that it's really, especially now, it's really important to be prideful in who you are.
Yeah.
Deeply inside, especially when we go through like a long period of time of not really accepting who we are. I know I can say that for me. It took me a long time to identify myself that way because there was a lot of ridicule that came behind it. It was a lot of taboo that came behind it.
Yeah.
So now I'm prideful. Like if I'm wearing a booty short to the gym, I'm wearing a goddamn booty short to the gym. Like, I have a big ass rainbow on the back too. A little tram stamp on the bottom.
Not the jock chapstick
I swear to
now.
God, a peak on the side. Nah, man, yeah,
I'm
San
here
Antonio.
for it.
yeah, I swear, man. I know. I love my culture. I love my people. I love my family. So a lot of those are big indicators of who I am.
Yeah.
That's so funny you say that because like I even when we were preparing for this, I was like,
you told me
you give so much San Antonio vibes, like as a person.
Yeah,
I know you live in Austin right now.
Yeah. But I also we would spend a lot of time. So the story about like my family and why I'm even like really connected to Texas. When my family split down the middle. So when my grandpa came to the United States, he came to New Braunfels to work on a farm, and from there his sons came over, and from the sons being on that farm, they decided to kind of make their ways away from their father, and they ended up in North Carolina cutting down Christmas trees. But that was a seasonal job.
Yeah.
So then they started in tobacco fields, and that's where my parents
Okay.
met. But from tobacco fields, they went to painting. So pintura, like painting houses, exterior, interior, pressure washing. And it came up a point in our lives where we would come to Texas like every summer because my dad wanted to see his parents. But then it kind of shifted when something in my family happened and my dad became very ill, and they didn't have the finances to be able to feed all their kids during the summer because, you know, school is able to provide breakfast and lunch and, you know, like the afternoon snack before you get on the bus, and that was out of the equation for us. So we thought we were still continuing that vacation, but una de mis tías, shout out to mi tía Cristina, she would always come back to Texas to spend time with her parents. My parents just put us on the car. They're like, we'll take them. And we thought we were on vacation. She spent 2 weeks in New Braunfels, and then our other tía, she lives in the Valley, which is why I'm so connected to the Valley.
Got it.
We would be in the Valley from like beginning of June all the way throughout like the end of August.
Wow.
Yeah, I feel like that's where kids typically really do a lot of their like their growing.
That's where they become
You know
themselves.
what I'm saying?
Yeah, for
so
sure.
we're running the streets of New Braunfels, like the Valley. I have a big connection to the Valley. I
So
love the Valley.
956 is in your
Swear to God,
soul.
swear to
Oh my
God.
God.
Bitch, I want to fucking taquito from Stripes, bitch.
Yeah,
man.
So I've heard.
No, man, I love the Valley. Yeah, I love the Valley. And
That's so interesting though that you talk about. So I used to work on Capitol Hill, and so a lot of what we did, what I used to do in Congress was advocating for year-round lunch programs because of how
that's
important it is.
amazing.
Because that's how people, a lot of kids, even today,
100%.
that's the only way they get their food,
100%,
right?
yeah.
And so it's really interesting for you to have that connection because it's not that story though is not unique to you. It's happening everywhere, and it's still happening.
100%.
So it's
Yeah.
100%.
really interesting that you sort of bring that
100%.
up. But
Yeah.
and thinking about like who you are like as a person. What was your coming out like? What was it? You mentioned just now that like there was a lot of machismo involved and how you feel.
Yeah, no, hombre, mi papá era bien fuerte. Mi papá sigue ser fuerte. Like, he's just like the idea of what you would identify as un hombre del norte.
Right.
Habla súper golpeado, es bien tosco, es bien fuerte en la manera de como ama. Y for a long time, and he's getting better at it now, it was really hard for him to show his emotion because a lot of the way that he communicated with us, like the way that this is how I love you, cabrón, you got a roof over your head, you got clothes on your back. Am I wrong? Yeah. And I lived in a very typical, like in a very, what you would consider like a typical like immigrant upbringing. It was my dad was the provider, my mom was the stay-at-home mom, making sure that you know we were getting to school.
Yeah.
That changed later on in middle school. Pero coming out to them, it has its silver lining in a way because it's kind of blossomed into the relationship I have with them right now, which
Yeah.
is
Yeah,
amazing,
for sure.
man. It's so great. But I was in college, and I had a girlfriend for 4 years before this, and I loved her.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say
No,
that.
I was.
Yeah.
I was
I was down for shawty. Like, I love my girlfriend, man.
All the girls are like, we still got a chance.
Maybe. No, man, I loved her. Then I went off to college, and
Where'd you go to school? Where'd you go to college?
I went to school. I did 2 years at this school called App State in North Carolina.
Okay.
And then I finished the last of it in Mexico.
Got it.
Okay.
So it was like my first semester in school, and I went to a coffee shop on campus, and one of the baristas that was working.
You got that spark?
Yeah. It was so crazy. Like, I was like 19, man. I was like, man, what is going on?
What is this feeling?
Yeah, it was crazy. But then that kind of ignited interest, and then some things happened, and then he ended up coming into my life in a different kind of form, and we like kind of cultivated a friendship that then ended up into something else. But my mom felt it. Like, I went off to spring break and I came back. Yeah, my mama felt it. Y llegué de spring break de vacaciones y she was unpacking my bag with me, and she was like, mijo, ¿cómo andas? I was like, todo bien, mamá. Like, everything's cool.
Yeah.
And she was like, ¿qué tienes? I was like, girl, I'm chilling. Like, what are you talking about? Like, I'm unpacking my shit. What are you talking about?
She's like, my baby's in love.
Yeah, something's wrong. I was floating at the time. Like, because I had just gotten back
glowing.
from. Yeah, man. Yeah. And then I was very young, very innocent.
Yeah,
like,
that
new feeling.
It was that new thing. And I was like, no, ma, todo bien. Like, ¿qué crees? And she was like, no, mijo, something's wrong. But if you don't want to tell me right now, it's totally fine. So she left the room. And then as she was like leaving, I was like, hold on, mama, come back. And she was like, oh, she was really excited. She was like, ¿qué es, mijo? ¿Hay alguien? I was like, kind of, sort of, girl. Like, is it, man? Yeah, kind of. And she was like, well, who is it? I was like, girl, you're going to want to sit down. Like, you're going to want to sit down for this one. And she's like, pues, okay, dime. And I was like, okay, mom, well, I've been seeing somebody for a couple weeks now. It's nothing serious, pero nomás te lo quería decir y quiero que lo escuches de mí.
Yeah.
Y es un pelado. And she was like, se sacó de onda. And she was like, es un vato. I was like, yeah. And I felt like the world stopped.
Right.
And she was like, ¿Es un vato? ¿Te gustan los pelados? ¿Te gustan los hombres?
Los pelados is hilarious. I love that.
No, but my mom also, she's pretty tough. So she's from Matamoros. So like it's like when she comes off with some of the things that she said when she's pissed off, I'm like, hold on, no, girl.
Right.
So I was like, yeah. And she was like, I don't believe this. Like, there's no way. And also, like, I think she had created una idea del hombre que iba a ser. Porque muchas de las veces cuando trabajaba mi papá fuera de la ciudad, mi papá era, tú eres el hombre de la casa, tienes que cuidar a tu mamá, tienes que cuidar a tus hermanos y tu hermana. Make sure that your mom's always good. Call me if you need something. So that pressure to be that kind of man when my dad wasn't home was like the normal.
Yeah.
So I feel like being also the first, mi mamá era like, yeah, my son got it. Like, my son will figure it out.
Right.
Like, he's young, but he's going to do this thing. Like, so she kind of had this idea of, like, the first male born, I was going to bring the grandkids home, this and that. Yeah. So I feel like it destroyed that idea that she created for me, which I understand. But in the moment, it's hard, you know?
Yeah.
In the moment, I was like, God, she said some things that were very, very difficult for me to process and to swallow. And she left the room, but my mom is a little dramatic. She's a very emotional woman, which I think is where I take on my emotions.
I'm like, no.
Yeah. No, dude.
A Mexican woman is dramatic.
I swear to God, man. And she left the room llorando. Un ataque del corazón le dio. I feel like she was just like in awe, like she couldn't believe it. Mind you, my sisters were in the room next door and they heard everything she said. So just keep that in mind because that's part of the story for later.
Yeah.
Y mi papá, she runs to the kitchen and my dad sees her crying. She's coming out of my room. And man, I fucking hear my dad's boots coming down the fucking hallway. Y mi papá me dice, ¿por qué chingado está llorando tu mamá?
Oh.
I'm like, hold on, girl. Yeah, hold on, girl. I don't think, I'm like, y también mi papá es un tipo de hombre de que si le vas a decir una cosa y es important, tú párate y mírame los ojos.
Look me right in the face.
Like,
Stand up.
Fuck it, yeah.
Put your
chin con huevos, cabrón.
Yeah.
So he was like, dime the exact same way que le dijiste a tu mamá. Dímelo con huevos. I was like, oh my God.
¿Y tú me gustan los pelados?
Yeah! I was like, I don't think I want to talk about those huevos, daddy. I don't think you want to know, homie. So I was nervous, man. I was like, damn, man, I'm about to tell my dad that I'm gay, dude. I like the dudes. Like, fucking, who the fuck wants to like a man? Like,
right.
But no, I like the shit either. Yeah, man, I didn't choose this shit. Damn, man. So yeah, I was like, I told mom that I remember I was like, I think I like boys. ¿Cómo que you think? I was like, sí, pa, I think. He was like, ¿por eso chingados estás llorando? I was like, yeah. And I remember this, like, to this moment vividly. He got up to my face like this. He was like, te quiero decir una cosa. And I thought he was going to knock me the fuck out because he bucked the fuck up. And, like, my dad is also, like, I was at the time very scared of my dad.
Yeah.
And we also didn't have the best relationship at the time. Y me dice, quiero asegurarte una cosa, que yo siempre voy a estar aquí por ti. And I was like, oh my God, are you serious? He was like, a mí no me importa lo que diga la gente, yo siempre voy a estar aquí por ti. Y no te preocupes de tu mamá porque yo al rato hablo con ella, todo va a estar bien. I was like, Dad, man, that's what's up, man. Like, I really appreciate it now. Hold on now. So that, I feel like he had a really good sense of where my mom was emotionally, so he said that to kind of help ease the situation.
Yeah.
And it became more real because I started to push the envelope on my sexuality, and I tried to be more open. I tried to be more of myself.
Yeah.
And it was really hard for him to accept.
Yeah.
It was really hard for him to accept. Like, I was becoming a little bit more comfortable with my femininity, which I am now. Like, I really am. Like, I don't give a fuck anymore.
Yeah.
But when he started realizing that, he was like, oh, Mijo won't lie, and like, he really does.
Yeah.
That's when a little bit of like, like, I won't lie. That's when a little bit of like the side comments started coming out. And it was a little hard to accept that they would play jokes and say this and that. But I feel like they said it in a way to kind of like cope with what was going on and the change
for
of their.
themselves.
That's how we cope.
Exactly. And it was hard because I'm on the other side, and I'm like, damn, like, y'all saying these shits, but like, it's kind of hurting. Like y'all don't understand the depth of this cut. It's like, but my sisters overheard everything, and they are my hugest advocates. So after I left for college again, mis hermanas were like, y'all can't say that shit. Like, he's still the same person. Ain't shit gonna change.
Right.
Yep.
So they kind of pushed on the concept of what they thought, because my daddy was like we had like conversations afterwards. This was wild. He was like, ¿Y te vas a poner pelucas? And you was like,
That's the first thing they say, right?
I was like, and if I am, what, Daddy?
Right.
I want a long fucking 40-inch weave, bitch. What are you talking about?
Or they'll say,
that.
estás bien si eres gay, ¿verdad? Pero don't
be exactly.
Yes.
Or don't act like a woman, or don't be feminine. I'm like, why don't I want to do that? Like, the people that do that should get the praise because they fucking have the balls to fucking do that in public.
Of course.
Like, the people that act tough in front of everybody, they think, bitch, put on a dress and put on some fucking makeup, see if you can walk out in public.
Right.
Y'all don't got the balls to do it.
Right.
So that's so normalized for us. Like, so I feel like with pushing the envelope, it took them a little bit of time to really accept and understand who I was. But obviamente they had this idea. It was 20 years of an idea built of me.
Yeah.
So I provide them so much pain, like so much peace in that process. It was a learning curve for all of us.
Yeah, when I told my coming out story last season, I got a lot of pushback on social media because I said that I had to let my parents mourn the person that they thought I would become.
Yeah. Oh, for sure.
And people were like, it's your parents, you're supposed to. And I'm like, you know what?
No matter what.
Fine. But that wasn't my reality at that moment.
Right.
Yeah, it's different for everybody.
Now, my mom and dad, my dad is like, eres mijo. There's can't nobody tell me shit about my son.
Yeah, 100%.
Like, nobody can tell me anything. But at the time, that's what worked, and that's what they needed at the time. So I think it's really interesting. And then another thing that we say, we both talk about our coming out stories. And I think people think, like, because in Latino culture, like there's a lot of machismo, and sure, dads have a problem with it, but Latino moms always take it harder.
Yeah.
Always. Because they're like, I'm raising my son, and they see the faults or not of your father, and they're like, I'm raising him to be like his father, except with all that.
Yeah, exactly.
And so when I'm able to do that, then I'm able to like remove all that. So they take it harder.
Yeah, exactly. It's just like this idea that they built, and I feel like Latina moms have this like connection to their sons.
Of course, especially because you're the oldest.
Yeah, and the firstborn.
Yeah.
So that's my best friend. Like, and even now, like, we've gone through our ups and downs, but it's definitely like flourished our relationship, and it wouldn't be lo que tenemos ahorita wouldn't be if that didn't go down.
Of course, you're mama's boy.
I would say I'm now like a lot closer to my pops.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm really close to my dad. I'm really close to my dad.
Awesome.
Yeah, both of them, I would say.
That's how I am.
Both of them in a sense. Yeah, my dad's very financial literacy, taking risks. My mom is more so on the emotional side. Like, Mom, how do I deal with this? But also, I think there comes a point where we outgrow some of the conversation that we can take to them because they haven't experienced some of the things that we have as first generation. As first generation. So now it's a lot of me and my brother, or me and my sisters. If it's something dealing with corporate, if it's something dealing with like maybe a crush that I have, because my parents, like, they met when they were 16, 17. So crushes don't exist.
Yeah.
Like, they stick together, and that's all they know.
Right.
So like I'll come to my dad, I'll be like, Dad, I said this, and they didn't respond. ¿Y qué, cabrón?
Right.
¿Y qué? I'm like, okay, girl, like, damn. I want you to tell me like something else.
Been with the same person for 40 years.
Come on, like, damn. No, yeah. No, I get that. I understand that.
I love the fam. I love your family. Like, based on what I see online, I'll be honest. But like, I love the family dynamic, and I say that as far as like being in San Antonio, because San Antonio, we're such a family
And we
oriented,
both are.
and
Our
we
shows,
both are.
we're
Yeah.
both like
Yes.
like this with our families.
I love that. I
Same.
love
like,
that.
Like my brother lives down the block.
Okay.
I didn't say that earlier,
Okay.
but like my brother lives down the block, and my nephew was here earlier.
Okay.
But I love that, and I love your Easter video gives me so much joy.
Oh man, I love
like
yeah.
just watch. I'm like, oh my God, don't cry. Jake,
I appreciate that so
Yeah,
much. Yeah.
we're super into our family. My mom is like
For
the
sure.
biggest supporter of the show.
I love that.
My
Yeah.
mom will like after this she'll call me after it goes live or whatever. But she'll like if we're like late by like 5 minutes, she'll call me and be like, "Is something wrong?
Oh,
What happened?
man.
Is the episode out?"
Yo,
and I love
y
that.
ese tipo de apoyo, man, te cambia la vida.
You know what?
Yes.
When I
Yeah,
say,
man.
I say this all the
Ese
time,
pollo,
but
man.
like that's why we're not fucking scared of anything.
Yeah,
Right.
man.
Because when you have that back home, when you have that
It
support,
changes it.
you ain't
changes.
you don't have to worry about anything. Can't nobody tell me shit.
No, nothing, nada,
Yeah.
nada. I've been told some of the worst shit in my life, and it comes from people. It comes from their mouths.
Right.
So
Yeah.
y'all can tell me everything, bro. I don't give a fuck.
Right.
Right.
Yeah. No. Yeah. That type of support can literally change someone's life, and it is also I think thinking about it in the sense of like that's a privilege to have that.
Very.
Mucha gente que no lo tiene.
Huge
I didn't realize it
privilege.
until I was older. That you see like even friends and you
Yeah.
see how their families are. And you're
Yeah.
like, wait, it's not normal that your parents will drop everything for everything,
Yeah,
whatever you need.
man,
like,
man, yeah, my dad, like, well, just a little bit about us.
Yeah.
It was a goal. I don't think we went a night without sitting at the table and having dinner.
Love.
And yeah,
love
every
that.
fucking night we had to
Love
sit
that.
down. Even if we were mad at each other, my mom made an admission to so we all had to say
Loud as hell.
Yeah, no, but yeah, and then when we all sat down, and again she was always the last one to sit down. She always made an admission for all of us, everybody around the table, to say one thing that was good about our day and one thing that was bad about our day. Even if we were mad, we had to fucking say it, and we couldn't get at the table without saying it.
I love that.
Yeah, so when I say how the connection that me and my family have, I think it was just like integrated. It was like built into us at a very early age.
Yeah.
And I couldn't have done any of the things that I think I have in my life because my sister is like my brother.
I don't know if we've said this already, but you're one of 6, right?
Yeah, okay.
It's a big family.
Yeah, okay. So let's dive into that because yeah. So here's
You're like before they call me out.
Yeah. So there's a yes, and the big family, yes, and but there's a lot that goes into that too because there's a lot of different personalities.
Yeah. Yep,
There's a lot of different opinions. There's a lot of different perspectives. So man, my 4 girls, they're very opinionated, very strong, feminist. So a lot of I feel like the way that they read me and the way that they provide me feedback is very cutthroat.
Yeah.
So like, bitch,
Very
you can't say
direct.
that.
Yeah.
Or bitch, you said this and it made me feel this way. What did you mean by that? I'm
Right.
like, oh my god, I didn't even know I said that.
You're like, wait, Felix?
Yeah, the
Right,
fuck? Like, what are you talking
does that
about?
mean?
Yeah, but the youngest one, who Juanita, she lives with me. We call her like she grown. She's the youngest, but she grown.
Oh, yeah,
But
yeah.
we think she's grown because of like we say she's grown because she's seen everybody else kind of like do their thing and she
Right,
kind of took
yeah.
it all in and was
Yeah.
able to process a lot faster than us. So she's the one who kind of like clocks me on my things like, hey, like I said this, but she was like, yeah, you did, and it made me feel this way. Why'd you say it?
Love.
And yeah, man, yeah. So
You're like, no, it's
I
hard.
didn't mean that. You
Right.
triggered me, fool. You triggered me. I'm still trying to heal, fool. But like we have really good conversations, and I feel like that me and her our relationship has also trickled into like everybody else kind of like providing feedback for each other.
Yeah.
So it wasn't a norm for us growing up at all. Ahora que sí somos adultos, like if we go to someone's house and the husband says something, or my brother-in-law, I love my brother-in-law, but my brother-in-law says something like, what the fuck did Paco mean by that? Why
Right.
you say that about me? I'm gonna go ask him. He's taking a shit, bitch. What you say? Fuck.
Breaking down the door.
Yeah, like what the fuck? No, my sisters are the world to me. I think that again, their support is what kind of put even the trajectory of like social media has been because of them.
Yeah, so your sisters actually got you into creating
Yeah.
content, right?
Yeah.
What was the thing that made them say like, you're like, "Estás bien loco, let's put some money to this."
I think that. So I used to live in Houston. I used to live in Houston from like 2017 or 2019 all the way to 2021.
Okay. I was there the
Okay.
same year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And before that, I lived in Mexico, and so I like spent a lot of time away from them. And during that time, I evolved. Like I
Yeah,
grew
as a person,
without
yeah.
their not without their support, but just like on my own. And I branched out.
Yep.
Corporate life was happening, and I was just trying to figure myself out. You know.
Yeah.
So when I moved back home during COVID, it was like a big shock to be around so many different personalities because the girls I left my sisters, the 2 youngest ones, when they were like, man, like 7 or 8. So coming back to
damn.
see them like growing up as like girls and like it was really fucking hard for me. Like
They're becoming women.
Yeah, becoming women.
Yeah.
And it was so hard for me to see them in that sense because I was like, I was really close. I'm really close to all of them. So like I used to paint their nails, I used to do their hair.
Yeah.
So like coming back and they're doing their own hair and they're doing, I'm gonna get emotional. They're doing like their own nails and shit. Like I didn't have the experience to see them go from like little girls to like the women. So it was really hard to like reconnect with who they were and respect their opinions and like understand that they also had their own perspectives and not only mine mattered. And you know, everyone now is older, so I was like, damn, like I missed out on so much. So I stayed home up to like maybe a year and a half ago because my goal was to build that relationship again.
Yeah.
And we got a hold of it, and throughout COVID, I feel like TikTok really popped off.
Yeah.
My sisters were like, bitch, you gotta get on, you gotta get on, you gotta get on. No, bro, I'm not doing that. Like I can't fathom the idea of all of them people having access to our lives, or to me. You know, there's a lot of opinions.
I feel like you're really private though. I feel like you still
we try to be. I try to
you
be.
still do a really good job of like.
So 2023, I think it was like 2022. I had bought a house. I was living like 7 minutes from my parents' house, and we would always do like a little brunch on the weekends. And they came while I was like getting things ready, and I don't know if they came into my room or the kitchen. They're like, "Bitch, I'm tired of this. You got to get on the internet. Like you got to do it. You have to get on the internet." And they kept pushing, and I think September 2024, I was like, "Fuck it, we'll do it." And I tried we tried a couple different avenues because like we were all just trying to learn, like you know.
Yeah.
We did a talking video where it was like me talking to the camera. That did okay. Then the one video because they filmed it and they would edit it and they would put like tags and they would comment on people's videos just to gain the traction of like building an account.
Let the
They did a
algorithm work.
YouTube like deep dive on how to build this.
Yep. You got to.
Yeah. So
I'm like,
no, I get it.
My
I get
life.
it. Yeah, no, like it wasn't like they did their thing, and I know like people probably watching this will be like, what the fuck? You don't have that many followers, but there is a lot that goes into that. No, but I'm saying like there's a lot that goes into like how people perceive social media because 100,000 might not be a lot to somebody when they see people when it's so normalized to see millions of followers.
Yeah.
So there is a lot that goes behind building a platform like that, especially when you have family that supports you to do so.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So so the first video that really did well was an outfit video that I think we put like some fucking song. Mi Cucu, it was a song.
Yeah.
Oh,
And it did well. It did really well. My sister was like, see, bitch, I told you. So I was like, all right. So yeah. I was like, so fuck it, let's keep going. And we kept doing it and I kept doing it. And then she was like, all right, we're gonna shift into moisturizers and stuff. I did like a video for Kiehl's. They commented on the video. My sister took that opportunity to DM them and they sent us. And then we were on their PR list for a little. We got some cool things from them. Then they took that and they merged. They took that email and like that video. We did one for Good Molecules. Good Molecules sent us stuff.
Cool.
They were getting all the things I was getting because I was like, I don't need this.
Yeah.
I don't need this shit. And then I realized I need fucking sunscreen.
Yes.
I was like, bitch, I'm trying to make sure, you know what I'm saying?
You know, cancer.
Not gonna be your 20th ever.
Right. And then they secured a contract with Harry's. The grooming brand for men.
Yes, yeah.
And that did very well. And then from like September to December of 2025 or 2024. Yeah, 2024. They secured from that December. They secured a contract for the first quarter of the year of 2025.
Okay.
And it was like 15 videos for the first quarter. So it was like January, February, March. But something had happened in my life at the time, and I was like, I can't do it.
Yeah.
I can't do it. I'm not gonna perform the videos that they expect me to. I'm not gonna come out authentic. I'm not gonna give them quality. So I stopped posting from it was like the end of December all the way through June of 2025. And then from there, we posted our first, I say we a lot because it's us.
Yeah.
We posted our first video and we just fucking kept going.
But June 2025 that was like
less than a year ago.
But that was the explosion.
Oh yeah.
Because even when we reached out to you, you had 68,000 followers when we reached out to you, which is not that long ago. So for me, it's the trajectory that I'm seeing, and what I think what a lot of people look at followers, right? And that is a lot. To me, the more impressive beacon there is the 7.6 million likes, because not only are people like looking at your content, but they're like, I like this content often.
For
like
sure.
I never followers. I'm like, okay, the followers will come and go. They're like passive followers. But when you have people that are actively like, my favorite part, and we'll go into it in the next segment, but your comment section, I just be in your comment section like living.
Do you go to your comment section often?
Yeah, and so do my parents.
Wait, hold that thought. That's gonna be what we're talking about in the next segment.
Yeah, but not only my parents, my uncles, my aunts, Yeah, like
It's my absolute favorite, but we'll get into that.
Same.
We'll get into that. But
Yes.
one of the questions I did want to ask you though is like, you seem like, because you have all of this connection to family and stuff, do you feel like an immense amount of pressure when you're doing content, or is you only feel that in your day life?
no. I think what happens, well, I know I'm going to speak for me.
Yeah.
If I would have made, like, if we were to continue on our trajectory on content creation and we made it a stream of income, I feel like I would have been really stressed out about what I posted.
Yeah.
Oh,
But now
yeah.
I think because we've held back on kind of putting ourselves in certain rooms and we've held back on kind of accepting whatever opportunities come our way, we hold more power.
Yep.
And I don't care what I post. Like, a lot of what I do post, there's no strategy to it. At first there was, because we were like, oh, let's post this and see what happens. But then when I just started,
you're learning.
Yeah. Now it's just like, man, I have this crush on somebody and I'm gonna post a video about it. Or man, I went on a date with somebody and they did this. Or here's my outfit. I just got a fucking haircut and I feel fucking nice as fuck. Like, I'm gonna upload this. Now it's more of that. Before, my sisters were like, we just gotta try like a couple different avenues. And then now I think we kind of, like, they gave me more of the opportunity to kind of navigate that. They're just like, sometimes they're like, bitch, delete this comment, or bitch, don't look at that.
Yeah.
So no, there's never, I'm glad that, it's not a focus. I don't feel a lot of pressure to kind of push out content that I feel like is going to relate to the world.
Yeah, and you're only on TikTok, which is interesting to me. Like, for you, you could be making some money on YouTube.
No, man.
And like, but the interesting part though is that you don't see yourself as like a social media person, right? Like, the medium, obviously you are.
Yeah.
But as in, like, that's not a priority for you to kind of fill yourself in all of those spaces.
100%. Yeah, no.
You gonna be on YouTube now?
Yeah.
We got you.
Yeah. I'm happy to do it.
When these numbers come out, you're like, you know what? I'm gonna try YouTube.
No, I think we were just dabbling. I think we were just dabbling, and now that I will say it's really nice to see like the 100,000 people that do follow and keep up, and like the DMs that I get. A lot of the DMs that I get are either going to be somebody really shooting their shot, or a lot of people saying, "Hey, I really like that you said this. I've never heard it said this way." Not that I say anything impressive. I don't want to act like that, but there is really good like feedback that comes through. I don't receive a lot of hate, which I'm really grateful for.
Good.
Knock on wood.
Yep.
And there's some really good things that come through it. But I really try not to consider myself a content creator, because I'm not creating content for other people to just take in. I'm creating it for me.
Right.
And whatever flows comes. Like, if I feel good, this is for me. I don't consider myself an influencer. I'm not influencing anybody to do anything. I'm not influencing y'all to do anything.
Yeah.
I don't feel like I should.
Yeah.
Granted, I do understand the I guess the responsibility that comes with having that number now, and I will take that into account moving forward. But I think I just flow.
Yeah.
I try to flow as much as I can.
It definitely comes off of that. Like,
Yeah.
I feel like the authenticity is
Yeah.
absolutely there.
Yeah.
But also, I think there's a lot of people that don't follow. I follow you because I relate, and I feel.
Exactly. Yep.
I feel like I'm like, this is like my friend. Like, this is like, even though I didn't know you, obviously,
For
right?
sure.
But at the time, I was like, I can see he grew up like I did.
For sure.
He
Yep.
is
Yeah.
in the same circles that I did. The songs you're putting on, I'm like, the
Yes.
video of you like dancing to it on Get Down, I'm like, yo, that was me in middle school. You couldn't tell me shit.
Bitch, that was me yesterday.
You couldn't tell me. No. But I'm talking about like at school, like our school dances were that. Like,
Right.
that was like.
I know because of Kendrick.
I'm like, man, this is so relatable. Like,
Yes.
it's so,
All
and so
of
that's
that.
why, and the influence. The reason why I think it's important is because the reason why we started this show is because, and we told you this before, is that there aren't a lot of spaces or people that look like us.
For sure.
Right.
So when we saw you, we were like, oh my God, there's someone who is like us
Yeah.
and
Yep.
that looks like us,
Yeah.
and is doing fantastic things. So I just wanted to take this moment to say congrats.
No, thank you
Yes.
so much.
Yes,
Thank you so much. And in relation to like seeing people like us on these apps and on these platforms, I think it's important. There's a lot of intricacies too, like also coming from like a working.
A lot of what?
back-
Say that again?
Intricacies.
Oh,
like
yeah.
a lot of complexes that come from like who we are, how we stem from our family dynamics,
Yep.
like the growth, like the work culture, like the hard work that our families
Yep.
endure. Like I showcase a lot of that because I mean, though I may have a really nice job, but I also whenever on the weekends I'm helping out my pops.
Yeah.
Like
Right.
I'm pressure
Yeah.
washing, I'm fucking cleaning the gutters, I'm cutting grass. We still do some of those things.
Right. Yeah.
I'm like we're building, we're fucking cleaning this. Like it's just there's a lot of things that go into that some people may not want to showcase because they're not proud of, and I will say that because I used to be not proud of it. I used to be so
Yeah.
upset that I had to go to work with my pops and I couldn't go with my friends.
Yeah.
But now I'm
Yeah.
like, damn man, that built the tenacity in me. Like that
Yeah,
built that fucking
absolutely. Yep.
structure. So like, that's why I showcase some of that. I think I had a comment. Someone was like, "That's performative." Nah, dude.
What's
this is
performative?
the work video that I put up. I was like, nah, bro, this is what I do. do. Like
I'm actually
and like,
working.
yeah, like this is what I do.
Get
And
to
also
work and
that's
stop
like,
commenting. Damn.
Right. And also that's like the means for your family.
Yeah. So I feel like there's a lot of things that I try and showcase. There's just because it's important.
Yeah.
It's
And
important. Yeah, it's really important.
And I love that because like that I grew up like that. My dad was a carpenter. Like he contracted throughout my entire life.
Yeah, you tell the story of you like being out there.
Yeah, and I would like
Little Gay Boy?
be out there, right? And I'd be like, Dad, you want me to carry these shingles up the ladder
Yes.
to the roof?
Yes. No fucking OSHA. Where's OSHA? Call fucking
Right.
Call OSHA.
OSHA didn't
Motherfucker
exist.
had me on the ladder walking up with some fucking shingles.
At 12.
Yeah, 12. Not only that.
That was me.
Yeah,
And
or
I was
like
like,
I'm waking up at fucking 5 a.m. and be like, hey, prepárala bien. My mom's making tacos. Man, like.
But the smell though.
Yeah, but and then
yeah,
also
okay.
like I was just home for
The
4
comal
weeks.
being on.
I was man, yeah. I was home for 4 weeks and like being in that sense again, just like it brings so much comfort. Like
Yes,
it was
yeah,
tough
but-
work, but I appreciate it. I appreciate that so much right
Yeah.
now.
Oh, yeah.
So anytime I get to go home, I'm like, "Bah, what do you need?" And I ask, and there's a big ass list. There's always a list. Sometimes I'm like, I shouldn't have asked you, bro. But there's always a list. There's always something to do.
Sorry, I got really emotional.
No,
telling
no,
that
it's all
story.
good. Yeah, no, it's all good.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's real, man. Like it's
Yeah.
always good to go and
But it's so common.
Yeah.
The story is not unique to you. It's not
Yeah.
unique to us. It's it's a story that is happening all over in our communities and just with everything that's happening in the world.
Yeah,
Like
man.
I know, like one of my favorite parts about your social media is like in case people don't know, look at what the fuck my bio says. Fuck ICE.
yeah,
Like
100%.
that-
Fuck ICE, 100%. Fuck
Yep.
ICE. Fuck ICE. Fuck ICE.
Because
Yep.
I'm seeing a lot of creators, like both on like all different platforms, and you or you're only on TikTok, but like on X and stuff, like
Yep.
where they're like coming out like and talking about ICE and talking about immigrants, and I'm like, bro, what the fuck? Like it's wild out there right now, and so I really
a wild
appreciate
ass time.
it.
Yeah, no, 100%. I think even right now, it's really important. And it was something that my parents always tell me is that we were never the minority. We've always been the majority.
Always.
Always have been the
Oh,
majority.
yes.
Always.
So
Yes.
no, it's really important more than ever right now to show up the way that we need to and stick together. And yeah, it's crucial.
And this is our home.
Yeah, 100%.
People are
Right.
weird about that. They're like, I'm like, no. We
The
built this
border
shit. This
crossed
is
us.
the
Yeah.
border.
I love
this
the
is
fucking
us.
when he says
Yeah.
that.
This is
Yes.
us. My dad's family always was from the San Antonio area, right? So my dad always says like we didn't cross the border crossed us.
100%.
But I mean, at the same time, I'm like, yeah, but what does that mean, Dad?
Yeah,
like whatever.
yeah.
But he's like, you know what? I'm not there yet. I'm not there yet. But
This is true.
But at the same time, he was always like, no, somos mexicanos. Don't let
Right.
anybody
Right,
tell
right.
you otherwise.
Yeah.
Like that's who we are.
100%.
Like that. This is who we are, and this is our
Yeah.
identity. But at the same time, we built this shit.
100%.
So and we
Ground up.
maintain this shit, and this
Yes.
shit is ours. So
Yes.
I really appreciate the way that you're able to do that and keep doing it.
100%. Yeah, some of these doors we need to break down because a lot of us belong in them. Something that like me and my brother say is a lot of the doors that we walk through, my dad painted.
Yeah.
Los marcos afuera de esas puertas, mi papá los hizo. O mi tío put the fucking marco on the door. The fucking latch on the door, my tío put that on there.
Right.
Like those doors are meant for us to walk through. Yeah, man. Like we belong in these rooms.
And when you go in those rooms, you're like, man, these people ain't shit.
Yeah,
You
man.
walk in and you're like, wait, you ever acted the entire time?
Right.
I mean, we're both in corporate world,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Sometimes when I'm in those spaces, I'm like, I can learn what y'all learn.
Yeah.
Y'all will never learn what I
100%.
learned. You'll
Absolutely
never
not.
know what it's
100%.
like to be in these streets.
Yeah, man, and it gives you like a different perspective when you walk into these rooms. Like that's why I say like I'm very grateful for all of the opportunity. I get to wake up and do these things. You
Yeah.
know?
Yes.
So
Yeah.
that comes with a lot of privilege.
Thank you so much, everybody, for tuning in today. We hope you're enjoying the episode just as much as we love to film it. If you are new here, please subscribe to our channel and follow us on all platforms. We're at JKButGay. And without further ado, let's get back to the episode.
So now I want to have some fun.
Okay, let's do it.
We've
Yeah.
been talking about your content.
Yeah.
Obviously, we love your story and everything. But
Love.
one of my favorite parts of your content is your comment section. Because the images though, I'm like, where do people find these images? But one comment that I found recently, and I related to it a lot with you in particular, is that someone commented, I can tell you have a lot of joy in your soul.
Aww.
And I
definitely feel that myself.
That's when I got emotional
I
earlier.
definitely
Remember?
feel that.
I got emotional earlier. I was like, oh my god, don't let me cry. But it definitely sort of comes through in your content itself.
Thank you.
And everything that you're doing. But
Thank you.
But you're specifically for your comment section though. Do you read your comments?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, I do. And I have a very.
I'm gonna like throw water on people. Like,
Yeah, I have a very,
like,
I have a busy, I have a lot of like moving parts in my life outside of like on social media. So
course.
what
Yeah.
I can respond to, I will. Thank y'all for always, showing over me. I love the comments. Just know that my mom, my dad, my grandma, my grandpa, and all my aunts and uncles see those comments.
They're gonna be doing it more now.
It's all fun. It's all fun.
I love it, though.
I love it too.
So
It's
Jake,
funny.
Jake has seen a lot of your content, but I was like, "Have you ever seen the comments?" And he was like, "No." I was like,
I'm not a comment girl.
I'm like,
I will
that
not
is
open the comments.
I'm like, that is the best part of
Yes.
his content. Is like seeing my favorite one is like the SpongeBob one where they're like in the stomach. Have you seen it? And
Yes. I'm like, bro, what?
Like, what? Chill.
Yeah, man. Like,
bro.
what? Or like, there's a new one that a lot of people are putting on.
mouth?
The mustache? No, the mustache. The mustache. With
like the got milk.
Yes. Yeah, that one is doing its
That one,
numbers.
I saw one today where it was like you can't see what's in but it's like the mouth is open and it's like something hanging out. I'm like,
At first, I was like, what is this?
oh, and then once you realize, right, you're like,
oh, that's a...
Wait, is it what I think it is?
Thing.
Oh.
Hey, it's a thing.
but it's almost like done in a way. It's almost like cartoonish the way they do it. Like it's
Okay.
it's from some movie. But I'm like, where do you find these things? Because you can't screenshot TikTok
my.
comments. I don't know if you knew that. You can, but it shows at the bottom that someone used it as a comment.
Oh, wow.
So it like will put your handle. Like it'll put like
Okay.
onlywayjose on
Okay,
there,
I
like
didn't know
on
that.
there.
Okay.
So people find these images elsewhere outside and bring it to your content.
Okay.
But so your family reads it.
Yeah. My sisters are like, bruh, like, this is wild, man. I'm like, yeah, dude, I don't know.
I labeled this segment TikTok's heartthrob.
Oh.
Right?
Yes.
Do you understand though? Do you you know your looker?
Yes. Yeah.
I love the. I love it.
Yeah,
Yes.
I would
You're
say
self-aware?
so.
Are you self-aware?
Yeah, I'm very aware. Now I am.
Yeah.
I was called out for that. So yes, it's a privilege to have. Yeah. But no, I'm aware, and that that comes with making sure that whenever I do meet somebody, not related to like content, I feel like that extends into like who you are and how you present yourself and how you make other people feel.
For sure.
Yeah.
So
Absolutely.
I could be considered a looker, but there's a lot more to me than just that.
Of course,
Yeah.
of course. But there's a reason why we like you on your TikTok streams. I have to tell you a story about the very first time I showed Jake a video of yours.
It was
I'm
September.
nervous. It was in September.
The cucumber? Wait, no,
I don't think
no,
so.
Okay.
No, he said September.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, September,
Damn,
sorry.
Wait, what were you doing? Nothing.
Rock
No.
platform.
We need. Hold on. I'm like, hold on. We're gonna take a break. We're gonna go see this cucumber
Might not go on
video.
other platforms.
No, okay, go ahead.
So we were in Vallarta. We go to Vallarta often.
Okay.
It's like, well, of course, we're like typical
We love
gays
it.
that go to Vallarta.
Okay.
And we were in Vallarta, and there was a video that I had seen of yours, and I think it was like you're just dancing, right, or doing something. And someone commented like, "Try to watch this video without smiling." And he doesn't watch the comments, so I knew he hadn't. So I like put the video on for him. I was like, "Do you know this guy?" I was like, "Oh yeah." And he was like, "No." I was like, "Oh, he's a creator, content creator from Austin." And I put it on for him, and he started watching it, and he goes, and then he like puts his hand like starts like chewing on his thumb, and I'm like, "Why are you smiling?" He's like, "I don't know why I'm smiling. Stop looking at me."
And I was like so smitten. I was like, oh my god.
So
I
I'm
can't stop
it's
smiling.
making him blush now.
Yeah, me too. It's really hard for somebody to make me blush, man.
But I know a lot. But I know a lot of people do that. Like, 'cause
Yes.
but I love that someone that said that because then everybody was like, I can't
Right.
smile. I can't look at the videos without smiling.
Oh, that's so sweet. That's really sweet.
Yes.
Oh. No, I'm shy.
Oh,
But to know the great part though is knowing that your personality matches that, right?
Yeah.
'Cause I
For
think,
sure.
like even
Yeah.
from the very first moment that we asked you to do this, it was very like yes. It wasn't yes, but like I want to do this. This is really important to
For
me,
sure.
and
Yeah.
so we're just super grateful for that because
Yeah,
I feel like
definitely.
I feel like that's like really important for us to do. So on that topic though, like you talked recently that you are marinating, right? That you are
I
you're
love
in
this.
sabbatical. Are you
Yeah.
still in sabbatical? Are you still marinating?
I said it was going to end like mid-May.
Oh.
But hold on. Right before the summertime.
Let me find out.
No, so I think last year, I for the first time ever in my life, I had been love bombed, and I never knew what that was.
Yeah.
I don't think I understand that either.
It's okay. So you meet somebody, and it like aligns perfectly. It aligns
Oh,
perfectly.
got it. Okay,
But
okay.
it is so in depth that they tell you everything that you want to hear, but slowly
Got
it's
it.
pulled away.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
Oh, shit.
you're
Okay,
like
got
left.
it.
well,
They're
okay.
almost doing it to latch you in.
Yeah.
Got it. And then once you're in,
You're
then
in,
you're
it's
like,
gone.
okay.
Yeah. I
Oh,
have never
shit.
had that done
Okay.
to me before. And
You're like,
okay.
I'm authentic out here.
Yeah, the fuck? Why are you doing it to me? But after that, I kind of, I was like, okay, well, I'm learning, so let me just continue to start, to date. But I think that took a lot of energy out of like just focusing on me.
Yeah.
Granted, I was still doing the work, but I needed to just be by myself.
Yeah.
So this
Yeah,
year,
yeah.
that's what I focused on, and there's been a lot of really great trajectory in my life on like what I'm taking, the opportunities that have come my way. But I have a crush on someone.
Oh.
Yeah, I do have a crush on someone. They're something.
Wait, not yet. That's next episode. That's next episode. But what is your type? Do you have a type?
I was gonna say.
Okay, so as I'm growing and becoming more of me and loving all the facets of me, I don't think I have a very particular type.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I'm coming to understand my femininity, my masculinity in both in
Love.
one. I can appreciate a very feminine man.
Me too.
Yeah.
But I can also appreciate a very masculine man.
Yeah.
Right.
I can appreciate both. Like I think the baddies that walk around face beat with a little purse, you got that going on. Like
Yeah.
there's not a lot that can do that and be fucking. You have the balls to do it. You have the balls to do it. A lot of people don't.
Yeah.
So I can appreciate the bravery that comes
There's
with
some
that.
confidence in
and
that.
the
Yeah,
pride,
there's some confidence in that.
The confidence
and
that
they
have
walk
walking
with their
in.
fucking heads held high.
Right.
I'm like, I need you over here right now.
Right
Now. So I think it just has to come with the way that I connect with someone.
Yeah.
Okay.
But also in the sense of finding somebody who is I can appreciate the femininity in a man, but I can also appreciate the masculinity in a man.
Yeah.
And the provider essence of someone.
Oh, you trying to be kept?
Yeah, the leader role that someone can play, that's also really attractive.
Yeah.
But it just depends on who I connect with.
In one of your videos,
I was gonna say. I think I know what you're saying.
in one of your videos, you mentioned that you were gonna end up with someone with a 956 area code. Now, is it a Laredo 956 or is it a Valley 956?
Oh, hold on. What does that mean?
What's the difference?
Yeah.
There's a difference.
Laredo 956 will take a 20 out of your wallet when you're not looking. Valley 956 will ruin your credit without you even noticing.
Yeah,
So there are levels. There are levels.
Okay.
And I love it all.
Right.
I love it all. Do you agree with my assessment?
I do agree. Because that
I'm married to a 956.
I was
by the
gonna
way.
say, a
A Laredo
$20.
956 though, right?
He only takes $1. He's gonna
I
take
got
the
a 20 my
$20.
credit's all right.
no manches. I don't want to say too much because just 956. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
Okay. There's like a
You could do either.
Okay.
All your Laredo fans are gonna be like, "Fuck him."
No. Because originally that was because I met somebody that was from Laredo.
Oh,
Okay.
Yeah.
Damn, we still got you smiling like that?
Chill out. Chill out.
You like that anymore?
Not too much. But that's nowhere near here nor there.
Okay.
But now there is a new area code that has been introduced into my life, and it's an 818.
Okay.
Yeah. So
That's not Texas.
It's not Texas.
Oh, okay.
It's not Texas, but I
As long as it's not white. I'm kidding.
No. I understand. I get it. I respect that.
Do you ever see your favorite creators and you're like, damn. So I know I'm gonna get a lot of hate for this.
We saw one recently.
But it drives me crazy when I'm like, you are beautiful. Why are you? And
Yeah.
we're gonna unpack that in another episode.
Okay,
But
okay.
you don't have to touch that.
No.
I'm not touching that at all.
No, so I think the reason why I said that is because there is so much that comes from like the 956. There's so much culture.
Yep, yeah.
El acento, la forma de cómo es la gente. It just reminds me of like home, man.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
and then I can imagine like my man being like, "Hey, I got tus cosas because we're gonna go see my mama. We're gonna go down to the valley." Hola, suegra, ¿cómo estás, suegra? Ahí está la comida, amigo. So yeah, like I envision it. So, but I love the valley. I love the valley.
It's so beautiful.
Yeah, I love the valley. I've been on a couple dates with people from the McAllen area that live in Austin. Granted, I've had really good experiences. They just aren't maybe my one, or a couple things just didn't work out. Bad blood on it.
Yeah, for sure.
But no, yeah, for sure. But I definitely have taken a back seat on it this entire year. There may be someone that I'm getting to know that
it's almost midday.
Yeah. Yeah, so no, yeah.
May came early.
Yeah, I did. I thought it started with an M. That was March, girl. No, yeah. So I'm taking my time. Yeah, taking my time. Yeah. There's a lot of things that I still want to learn about me. I'm still like unpacking some things. So I'm taking my time.
And you
I'm
still
easing
do.
it.
You still will.
Especially
as you're into it,
Yeah, as when you start dating with someone, it's still gonna come out.
Exactly.
Like, you're gonna learn with that person.
Yeah, 100%.
How you are as an individual for sure.
Yeah. So you didn't answer the question.
What was the question?
A 956. Which one, Laredo? Or you? If you had to pick one,
Both.
I'll let you say both. Yeah,
Okay, hold on. The main one, 956 like Bronzeville area, and Sancho, Laredo.
Yes. Yes.
I can't trust Laredo, bro.
damn.
See, mine's the opposite.
I can't trust Laredo.
Mine's the opposite. You settle down with Laredo.
No,
But
man.
your sneaky league is from
Brownsville.
West Lago.
No, the sneaky league's from McAllen.
Right.
The sneaky league is from the sneaky league from McAllen, man.
The one that would never claim you.
I swear to God. No, man, I'm settling down with somebody from Bronzeville, and the Sancho gonna be from Laredo.
Ah, so you have so much people left in you.
Oh! Let me write that shit down. I gotta tell my therapist.
Con otra familia
Yeah,
y todo.
swear to God. Nah, man.
No.
Nah, yeah. No, I'm very traditional though.
Yeah.
I don't play that. Like,
Yeah.
I do love,
Oh,
but I do
yeah.
love that you're traditional in the ways that.
In the best ways, I
Yeah,
feel.
because I feel like
Yes.
we're really traditional, and I think that like there's a lot of things, but there's a lot of it like you mentioned that you're like, I'm not gonna like be conformed to a certain
For sure.
person
Right,
or
right,
how
claro,
I am.
right, claro.
So that's really important. That's actually why we wanted to do this show, because one of the reasons why we wanted to do this show is that because for friends too, like there aren't a lot of gay men that have friends like this where we're like actually like I feel like a lot in common with
Yeah,
people like that. So I'm
100%,
like,
right,
but
right.
there are, and we want to tell those stories more, which
Yeah,
is why we're doing
yeah,
it.
I
But,
love that.
Yeah.
But
Okay,
you do
sorry, I
like
was
you do
like-
like toxicos like me?
no,
I like tóxicos.
Yeah, no, a healed tóxico.
Yes.
Un tóxico
Yes.
que te pueda decir, oye, ¿dónde chingados vas? Pero, hey, papi, déjame saber cuando llegas.
Yes.
Or like, manda un
okay.
mensaje when you're on the way home.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
O por qué chingados no me manda, like something like I want a little bit of something. You know what I'm saying? I
Yeah.
don't want it just to be so calm. But
And
for
that's
him to
amazing.
and then for him to understand too, this also comes with like understanding your
Love.
masculinity and all that. Pero
For sure.
que entienda que I can say it to him because it's like it's what he likes. It's a turn on. It's who I am because you know,
Right.
that's how he was raised. It's what he saw. It's a form
Right.
of love. It might have not been the best love that we were shown, but you know, we continue to do it in a sense where it's healthy. Because
Yeah.
he could do it.
Yeah.
He could do it. It could come off playful, and you know that's not coming from a place of hurt
Right.
or a place of control. It's just like that's how I talk to my man.
Yeah.
And that's how I talk to him behind closed doors. Talk to me behind like that closed doors. Like
Right.
Yeah.
keep this shit moving. So I think there becomes a balance of like I like a little toxico.
Yeah.
It puts a little pep in my step. Like my man waiting for me at
Yeah,
the crib.
you know what?
Like,
There's
a little
I got
spice in the
shit to do.
relationship.
Yeah,
Yes.
he calling my phone. Where the fuck you at?
I got a man to go
I'm
home
on
to.
the way, baby. I'm on the way. Get that shit ready, baby. So yeah, a heel toxico.
Yeah. Yeah,
A heel toxico.
I guess that makes sense. I guess that makes sense.
I feel like I could be.
I think it
I
does.
don't think I'm a heel toxico. I've done my
Yeah,
good part
I-
of therapy.
I am.
Yeah.
I am.
Because if my man,
Oh,
if my man is out and he not responding to my text messages, I'm showing up at the
Oh,
club.
that was my question. ¿Eres celoso?
Yeah.
Like heavy.
Yeah. 100%. I don't play that. I do not play
like
that
every
game.
form, like ni hablas con alguien más or
Not like that. Not like that. Like you can have your friends and shit, but make sure that they're checked.
Yeah.
If my
yeah,
man,
yeah.
So yeah. And we're gonna have to, and when I'm talking to somebody, I feel like there's always questions that I ask, just to kind of understand like their boundaries and what that looks like. But I feel
Yeah.
like if my man is out at the club and I'm not with him, which he can do, you have every right to do it, hang out with your friends and shit, do your
Yeah.
thing, pop off, you know. But if a man come up to you and be like, oh, you fine, this and that, let me get your number. They'd be like, no, I have a boyfriend. They'd be like, let me get your Instagram. That's the absolute no. Don't give nobody no
Oh,
Instagram.
yeah,
Fuck
yeah.
no.
That's different. That's worse.
I don't. Yeah, because you can't be the man to
can't-
fucking
you-
lock it.
right.
Nah, I don't play that. I don't do that.
Yeah.
No.
But you ain't got Instagram. How you gonna know?
My brother
We gonna
got
find
it.
out.
No, my brother got Instagram. We be on that motherfucker like, who's this? I need to do a deep dive.
Do
real
you call
quick.
your brother like, hey, I need you to like look at this
All the
person?
time, yeah, all
look
the
at
time.
this person and
All the
like
time.
tell me who.
All the time.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, all the
Yeah.
time. If I like that last year especially, we were like, look this person up for me. He's like, oh bitch, this person's lit to him. Yeah, we do that.
Oh, so your sister's your girl.
Oh,
Yeah, that's my
love
homegirl. That's
this.
my brother is my queen. My brother is my sister. Like, yeah.
I
Yeah,
love it.
He has my back
Word.
100%. So,
Yes.
yeah, no. Tóxico sí un poco, celoso sí.
Wow.
Sí. Pero I feel like, I don't know, that
That's
keeps,
protective though. What you're
Yeah.
describing to me is protective, not celoso.
Yeah, it's
Right.
not celoso in a point where it's like unhealthy. It's just celoso and like, that's mine, man.
Yeah.
And I feel
Yeah,
like social media in general has allowed people to feel like they have the access to you
Yeah. Yep.
so easily. So
Yep.
when I meet somebody, I want to cherish that moment, even if it doesn't last a long time. I want that to be mine.
Yeah.
I don't want anybody else to see what you look like underneath there. This goes also go with like the accessibility to
Yeah.
a lot of the platforms that are now available to everyone.
sure.
I want mine to be special.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, you don't have to say who, but I bet your DMs are crazy, huh? I bet they're crazy.
A lot was said.
Our favorite,
right
one
there.
of our clips,
A
one of
lot
our biggest
was
clips last week was like we had a drag queen on the show, and she was talking about how like straight men be showing up in her DMs, and I was like, so your DMs are crazy. I know they are. Yes.
Okay. Okay. Also, here. Like, here's my thing. I understand the game, and like someone trying to hit on you. So I will respect the people who are in, like, behind, sending the message.
Yeah.
So I won't out that. But I will say that there is a plethora of all types of people who are in different industries that have reached out.
Oh, he was ready.
Yeah.
He was ready.
I want to protect, because no one wants to be like, oh yeah, he hit me up. I don't like that.
No, that's
I
right.
don't like that
for
shit. Like,
sure.
I hate when somebody's like, oh yeah, he was in my DMs. No, I don't care. Like, I would never tell somebody like that. They just shot their shot. I've shot my shot before.
Right.
So I will, I protect like whoever has been in there. But there has been a plethora of different people that have, shot their shot with me. It didn't work out because I don't think my other person is going to be quote unquote famous.
In your DMs?
Or my DMs.
Yeah.
Yeah. I also find it. I have this this theory that I don't use apps to date por la razón de que yo siento que Diosito or the universe is gonna place the person in my place in the universe where I'm supposed to meet them.
Yeah.
Like I've found myself, there's a pattern where like I will flirt with some of the people that come through my DMs because, man, you shot your shot. Like, yeah, 100%. And you shot your shot. Like, I'm gonna entertain it for a little bit. Hey, what's up? This is prior to this is before, So hey, what's up? How you doing?
You're not doing that right now.
Yeah, I'm not doing that right now.
In case he's watching.
I'm not doing that right now. I'm not doing it right now. But before, you shot your shot. What's up? Like, let's talk.
Yeah.
And then it comes down to the point where they like actually want to meet, and I'm like, I don't want to. I don't think I want to.
Okay.
Because I feel like the person that I'm going to meet will just happen organically. I'll meet you at the farmer's market. I'll meet you at the pulga. I'll meet you at the at the HEB or at the car wash, the airport. I just met somebody at the airport. So, you know what I'm saying? And those stories have so much more value and there's so much more power behind them. Like, yeah, I met your dad at the airport. We were walking and I met him and
Yeah.
And that doesn't happen often.
It doesn't.
Yeah.
It doesn't. There's an art in that.
Yes.
There's a true art in that. And for I don't know what to describe because that's the way my parents described their story. Like the way that they met. I want kids. I want a family.
Yeah.
And to just continue that and teach your kids that you can go in and present yourself. And if it's a no, it's a no.
Yeah.
Keep that shit pushing.
Yeah.
But yeah, I pride myself in that because people don't do that anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh no, for sure.
Yeah.
The upside.
So I try. I have found myself, being a little coqueto with the DMs, but I haven't really taken the opportunity to like actually meet somebody.
How does someone shoot their shot with Jose Angel?
I love a joke.
Okay.
I love someone. Don't tell me I'm fine. I
know that already.
No, no, I don't want that. I want something funny.
Yeah, make me laugh.
I love to laugh, dude. So I want a joke.
Yeah.
I want a joke.
My husband is a clown. That's why I love it. But he's a clown in Spanish. There's a different level.
There's a difference. To make somebody laugh in Spanish.
He's a payaso through and through.
That.
And there's something about that is just like, I love this. You have everything else going on, but
for sure.
That is amazing.
But I also will say, like, I've slid in before and I was like, damn, you fine. Or damn, like, I've done it before. But now that I'm like...
You're not taking your own advice?
No, I swear to God, that's why I said it. I was like, before somebody called me out, I have done it before. But like,
Post a screenshot?
Yeah, it's I swear to God. But
in the comments?
Swear, man, swear. But I think in order for me to get to the point, I probably would just have to like run into somebody.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think there's something beautiful in that. Like that's how I met my husband.
Wow.
I love that.
I'm not shooting down apps because that happens.
Yeah,
it's a super normal thing.
Yeah, it is.
I know, like, husband on Tinder.
Yeah.
I love that.
It's where you go to be serious.
Yeah.
But the reason why I did is because I'm like, I'm not outside.
Okay.
I wasn't at the time. I'm not outside.
Right.
I'm like, I gotta find, but still, even dating on Tinder like that, you still gotta take the course. You have to do everything. And there was so much. I tell him the story. He was in the first episode of our season, and like, you know who Grupo Límite is, right?
Yeah.
It was like, do you know who that is?
Yeah.
Okay, we sang a song together, and that's how I realized he was my man.
Which song?
It was Hasta Mañana.
The Grupo Límite is
Alicia?
Yes.
Villarreal?
Yeah. Yeah. Ay, papacito?
So yes. So he of course you know that song.
Yes.
So that's gonna be the song we're posting when it goes up.
It's okay, like that's like one of the favorite ones. Yes.
But I started singing the song just in the car, and he finished it for me. And I was like, oh, there's no one else at the
that
time.
could do this.
I was like, there's no one else in the world that's gonna complete that what I'm looking for, and doing that, but in a way that, and what I like what you say about that too is like you being your own person, because that's something that I strive to do all the time too with my partner. Is like, let me make sure that we are, he's one, I'm one, and we come together to make 2. He's not my other half. He's not completing me.
Exactly.
I'm complete. So it's really good for you that you're on that journey of making sure that you're complete.
For sure.
Yeah.
I also think the next one is a said and done, man.
You're done?
Yeah, I'm not going through this shit again.
Yeah.
I'm not going through it again. I'm not, no.
So you have dated. You're just like, I'm done. I'm ready for it.
The next one, I'm going to take my time and I'm popping a ring. I'm doing it.
When you know, you know.
Yeah, so yes, what
Yeah. I knew.
Y'all coming to the wedding.
Yeah.
Oh,
that was the time.
I need a padrino for pastel, padrino for músicos.
I got you.
You tell us. You tell us.
First of all, we're the perfect people to invite for a wedding.
right.
Jake paid for my honeymoon.
Oh my god.
I did.
Maybe the podcast, y'all better fucking pay for this goddamn shit. Maybe my goddamn honeymoon.
Right. Jake paid for my honeymoon. That's how great of a friend he is.
I love that. That's amazing.
Yeah. Do you have gay friends?
I do, yeah. Yeah, I do. My circle's very small though.
Yeah.
Very small. Very, very, very small. And that's how I kind of recharge.
Yeah.
I spend a lot of time with myself. I spend a lot of time with my sisters, and I have like 3 solid good friends.
Yeah.
And again, those we
me.
met. We met organically. One of them we met at work. One of them we met at the gym, and the other one I met at the trail.
Okay.
And we just been friends
I
since.
love that. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that it's also as we grow older. I know for me also like the closeness of your circle is
Very important.
Very important.
Very important.
And it's just like you said, like it helps you recharge.
Yeah. It's, last week before an episode, that's what you were gonna say. Sorry, I have it.
Yeah. No. Sometimes because like if I go out like and meet so many people, I'm like I am.
Yeah.
I need to go home. I need to go.
Yeah,
I need
I'm
to
not.
rest,
I'm not a fan of small
a
talk.
man.
I don't like small talk. I
feel awkward as shit.
Yeah, me too. I'm like, I don't. Not to sound like a dickhead, but I really don't care like what you did yesterday. Like I really don't. Like, and that's another reason why I've been in.
Tell me why your parents went to jail. Tell me why.
Man, what the fuck? I want to know.
Tell me why your sister lost her kids.
Yeah, dude. I don't go to a lot of like content creator events for the reason that a lot of it's curated for you to do small talk and meet people and network.
Like that networking aspect.
I don't enjoy that.
Yeah. Oh, if you showed up, they'd be like, "Oh my god, he's here."
Imagine. No, yeah. I enjoy this.
Yeah.
I enjoy this. Yeah.
It feels so natural too.
Yeah.
So on the topic though of being natural though, how do you make your content so natural? Because it really is natural. Like it feels so.
My sisters.
Yeah.
My sisters. I think they do a really good job at. Because honestly, I will say, like some of the things that come your way could really get to your head.
Yeah.
Which I obviously we keep that off camera. Like some of the opportunities we've received. It could really get to your head. And sometimes, like I'm like, shit, like this is what's up. My sister's like, remember where things happen, how you come from. And whenever they I also feel like I'm more authentically myself when one of my sisters is behind the phone.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, I'm talking to you. Like I'm talking to her. So they do it. And my brother too, man. My brother does a really good job at always making sure that like, bitch, you uploaded this and this looks a little funky. Like, what did you mean by that?
Right.
So they're really good at it's a
Humbling
big
you.
yeah 100%. Yeah. So my family.
Yeah.
My family.
I love that. But it still comes off. It was interesting because earlier you said like you don't have like a schedule or you don't have like. It's kind of just like flows.
It does, yeah.
And it's always been like that?
Yeah,
or
always
like
been like that. I think the beginning, if you like scroll all the way down, there's a couple like videos where I was like trying to dress up to do like the outfit of the days and stuff. But all I is just like, this is what I wear like when I go out or when I take my sister out on a lot of dates. We do a lot of date nights.
Love.
So we whenever we get dressed up, I'll do a little video.
Yeah.
Before I think we did a couple when I was out for a date night. But no, a lot of it there's no strategy to it. We just post whatever happens.
I love, and like I said earlier, I am obsessed with your vlogs.
Thank you.
Like with your family, I'm like that brings me so much joy.
Thank you so much.
When you first started posting, I thought you were queer baiting.
Wait, really?
Do you know what that is?
Yeah.
Queer baiting is like where you're straight and you're just doing it to get the gays to be in your DM.
No, dude, I love it.
I really thought. I was like,
But
is he queer baiting? Like,
No.
am I falling for it?
No,
is this working?
No, I love me a man.
If that were the case, it would have worked.
But now we know. It's so
know.
funny because I was telling we all say of our group, his husband Roger, who you've met already, has the best gaydar of everybody. So when I told him we were gonna invite you, he was like, "Why? He's not gay." And I'm like,
Yes,
he is. We're gonna invite him.
Yeah, I'm very gay.
But one of the things I wanted to bring up was the very first time or the very first video. Like I said, I thought you were queer baiting. I was like, man, he's before I stand, let me make sure that he's a part of the family.
Right.
And the very first video was when you said you were coming to San Antonio and you were trying to figure out where all the fine papas were.
Yes, what a good.
That was when I found out that you were part of the family. But before that, I was like, oh Maybe, maybe not.
Yeah.
Now you know where they are.
Yeah.
They're in this house.
Then I met your person. I'm like, oh, that's my sister.
Yes.
I swear. No, I came with my family that time. You know, we were just out going around. A lot of the DMs that I got though were telling me to go to Pegasus.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
We didn't make it there. Maybe we'll make it there tonight. I don't know.
Hey, you know what?
Hey,
You know.
Look, I saw him in the comments. I saw you there. You've never been to Pegasus?
When I did my internship in San Antonio in 2017 or 2016, I don't know what year I was here, but I had a fake ID and I got in once and then I got my ID taken.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I got my ID taken after that.
Wow.
But I was let in. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I was young, man. I was out there trying to get it.
Yeah. Do you come to San Antonio often?
Not as often as I should.
Yeah.
You know?
Okay.
But
People are here.
now I guess.
Yes.
Yeah. Your people are here.
Yeah, I swear to God, yeah. I'm coming back tomorrow.
You'll be back. Because you're not. So how is? Were you gonna talk about Austin? You
Yeah,
love
because
Austin.
I went to school in Austin, so
Okay.
but that was way back 2010, 2014.
Okay.
The scene has changed completely. Like Austin is such a huge hub for a lot of
100%.
stuff.
Yeah.
But like even like the
very
downtown
corporate.
scene,
Yeah.
the downtown scenery itself is completely different than when
Yeah.
I was in there. Like there was one, maybe two skyscrapers.
For sure.
Now it's all skyscrapers.
Yeah. And
but
there's also a lot of coffee shops. There's a lot of coffee
Yes.
trucks.
Your little Vietnamese coffee you
Yeah,
been going crazy
that-
about?
yeah,
oh
that-
my God,
so good.
I've never had it.
I felt the caffeine.
No, it was insane. Like I think I'm literally talking now, like getting nervous about it. But that coffee was so strong. I had to like not drink anymore because they're so strong.
And you had two.
I did have to. I got really excited because I was like, this is not gonna hit me. Like this is not. I need a quad shot. Nah, I was off my ass.
I could like feel it in you, and then I was like, oh shit, like, am I caffeinated? Like, am I drinking a Vietnamese
See,
coffee right now?
that shit was crazy.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it was
but yeah,
tough.
Austin is so cute.
It
And
is.
I was a concierge back then, so like I knew a lot of places, and now I go, I'm like, I don't know what.
Yeah, and there's a lot of like always
Oh,
like a couple of restaurants that like pop up and then like they don't do well and they leave.
Got it.
Yeah, but no, it's a great place to kind of like try out a bunch
Yeah.
of different spots. I love it.
Yeah,
I love it.
Worlds of a difference
Yeah,
compared
for
to
sure.
San Antonio.
Yeah, for sure.
Like San Antonio is so family oriented.
Yeah.
That's why I'm like, you give so much San Antonio vibes.
Maybe
which
I'll
I
end up here.
absolutely love.
I know.
Yeah, maybe I'll end up here.
absolutely
I love
love
San
it.
Antonio though.
Yeah.
I'm also I'm looking for to buy a house.
Okay.
And San Antonio has been on the radar. Dallas not so much. Just because Austin, taxes and the prices of homes are very expensive.
Yeah.
Very expensive, and what I would get here would be very different from what I would get in Austin.
For sure.
Yeah.
So
I can see you in Bernie. In the ranch on the ranch somewhere.
Yeah, or her Lotus.
Or her Lotus.
Yeah, right down the street.
So yeah, I'm keeping an eye out, and San Antonio is on the radar.
Yeah.
You know what?
I mean,
let
hey.
me find out. They might even come to San Antonio.
We're here.
You're family now.
Yeah,
You're
right.
family now.
Yeah.
You may got something to say. But if you see me fighting in the comments, I'll say anything.
We're good.
With our friends, like when I'm like, with the friends that I do have, that like my husband, obviously, like he gets a lot of comments on his stuff too, and I'm like, when people, and he's like, "That Carlos,
Yeah.
like there's nothing,"
That's
and I'm
me.
like,
That's me to him.
Leave it.
I'm like,
it.
it's okay.
Yeah, leave it.
But one of my favorite videos, we have a gift for you. One of
my God, okay, thank you.
One of my favorite videos. It's small.
Okay, that's fine.
It's small, but we just wanted you to remember us when you see it. Remember yourself because everything that
Yep.
you've given
Yep.
yourself.
Oh my God, yeah.
I was like, let me make sure the vibes are right so he doesn't think this is weird. But
I know he asked me. I was like, it's super cute.
I screenshot it from TikTok
Okay.
and was like, this is for you to remind yourself of who you're doing all this for
Okay.
and who it's for and what you.
But
That's
thank you.
for you because I know you have one. That you have one in your desk.
I do.
Or your mirror, but you can put another one.
Can I give you a hug?
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
Oh,
yes.
thank you so much. I really appreciate that. I really did not expect that. Thank you. You as well. Thank you so much. Oh,
We
really
just-
appreciate that.
We just we
sorry.
that video we resonated with so much and like that's what we all do it for. One of the theses that we have in our show. One of the theses we have in our show is that we're all fighting for that 8-year-old that's living
within
inside of us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so that's why we wanted that to be a gift. I didn't make you
Yes.
emotional. Hopefully,
No,
hopefully
it's
you
totally
like
fine.
it.
Totally fine. Yeah.
But
yeah, I have to remind myself that that the man that I am right now, he would be so
show
proud
the camera.
of.
Show the camera.
Oh,
Oh,
we gotta
yeah,
show the
This
camera.
is like, we got him.
Yeah, thank you so
I'm
much.
like, I
really
just made him.
appreciate
Hopefully, he
it.
doesn't think it's like too personal.
No, not at all. Not at all. This is amazing. Thank you. I didn't expect this.
So it's like a screenshot from the TikTok, and then I blew it up.
Yeah,
It's like,
no,
what's up?
yeah, that's great. Oh, thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Oh man, that got to me. Because he's still in me. You know?
Yes.
He's
all
here. He's here right now.
Yeah,
We're all here.
He's the one crying.
Yeah, and I think, man, like I think what TikTok has allowed me to do is really showcase those parts of me that I was really scared to, but it's resonated with a lot of people. So this like just reminds me of like how far we come as people in general in our journeys.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm very proud of me, and he would be very proud of the man that I am would defend him if he was fully himself. Like if he was fully the feminine, loud little boy that I wanted to be, and was told that he couldn't, I would defend him 100% right now. So I really appreciate it. Thank you.
Yes.
Yeah, no, I thank you so much.
So you put it wherever you need to put it. Obviously, you have the mirror one, but like put it there so that you remember it. But I saw that video and was like, I have to do this, and I'm like, you know what? I'm not gonna bring it out if I don't feel the vibes right, but I feel like the vibes are right.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, this is amazing. Thank you.
Yes.
Yeah, I want to do more podcasts now. Vibe tomorrow. No, this is great. Thank you.
But thank you for choosing us first.
Yes.
We
Yes.
really appreciate it. We know we don't take it lightly. We know
Absolutely
that
not.
Yeah, siempre estás con familia aquí.
Thank you.
You can come and or even outside of that, if you ever need to be like, hey, what this is what I'm going through. This is what I love giving man advice.
Yeah,
You can call me up anytime you want.
I'm gonna need it.
You give me mad, I'll be like, no, girl, no, run.
Right.
Yeah, I need that.
Run. But Jake,
Right,
you want to roll into Don't Piss Me Off? Anything else?
Yeah. So, yes, call us whatever. Married 3 years? What year are we in? 2026?
I've been married for 4. I've been together for 8.
Goddamn, 4 already?
Yes.
And then we're 14 years
love that.
together, and then 9 years married. So
Amazing.
we got you.
Yeah.
But
My goals.
Yes.
Yeah.
It will.
Yeah.
It will happen. We're gonna run to I want to switch it up a little bit.
Okay.
Something you said earlier hit really hard with me, and I loved it. Your mom would always do at the dinner table. We all would get together and we would do a high-low. So I would like to do a high-low. For the past week. Give it a week because I know.
¿Estás bien?
Yeah, that just reminded me of being home.
I love that.
We're active listeners.
Yeah.
Yes, and I love that because like we've done that. Like we love to travel, and we've done that. And I know my husband and I, every time we travel, we try to remember to do that. Sometimes it escapes us.
Yeah.
But like when we're at the airport coming back home, I'm always like, okay, what was the high of the trip? What was the low of the trip?
For sure, I love that.
So I loved that when you said that. I was like, I think I want to do this.
Yeah.
And so I'm gonna. If you're okay with it, and if you're okay, what your high low for this week?
My high. So I was in Los Angeles for a good amount of time.
Yeah.
And I had this really great opportunity presented. That being the high. Just because, having the privilege of being in this experience and kind of navigating that on my own, it kind of just showed me that there is so many possibilities in this world. There's so many possibilities in the world. And it just reminded me that, like, again, for him, like, a lot of the opportunities that I'm going to take from this has been, like, it's to show up for him, And I think just that being there and being present in that moment was a high for me.
Yeah.
Just because my parents haven't done something like this. My sisters, like, they're trailing behind me. They're pushing me to do things that are very uncomfortable for me. So that was a high. I think a low was maybe realizing that not all shiny things are diamonds.
Oh, damn.
Not everything that is presented to you is going to be sweet.
Not all glitter is gold.
Exactly. Yeah. It may be it may be aluminum foil.
Right.
Yeah. It's shining. It's shining, but it ain't no damn diamond. It's a fucking aluminum foil. So yes. But I that also comes with like understanding like my awareness and my Mexican identity and how proud I am of myself. So that was a low, but it was a good learning low.
Yeah. A learning opportunity.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
What about yours, Jake?
I think for me, my low this week, there were some mental health aspects for myself, like some anxiety that creeped in, which I've learned to deal with, on a day when I need to. I go to therapy. I have psychiatrist and all that. But like some of that just like creeps in here and there, and like it just like kind of sucks in the moment. But I've learned to get through it with my friends, with my husband. My husband's like my biggest supporter, which I absolutely love.
That's great.
And then my high, I'm like, I feel like there's so much good going on. This was my high actually.
Good.
Like having you come here.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Definitely my high. The energy, like I just want to say this.
Yeah.
Like, what you give on your platform is exactly what you give, like all the time. Like,
but you're real. But it's hard, but you're even more authentic than that
in person,
which is crazy because usually you don't see that. Usually, sorry, Jake,
right? No, but is that like the authenticity of it, the humility behind yourself? I'm like, It's just infectious.
Even when you're talking about your opportunities,
it.
though, you keep saying like, we're gonna do this.
Yes.
We're gonna make this happen.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I just
Yes.
met you, but yes, we are. Yes, we are.
I'm like, you with your sisters and your brother, I'm like,
Yeah,
y'all
man.
are gonna do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think for me, my low was like I think with the show as we're continuing to grow, I was getting a lot of imposter syndrome, and it happens a lot in our community.
You belong here.
Of getting a lot of imposter syndrome, right? And so I think that was sort of like my low because I let it sit longer than I usually allow it to sit.
Yeah.
And so that was my low, but I think my high is just like how grateful I am to have amazing people in my life.
Yeah,
Like,
absolutely. Yep.
My best friends, I know that it doesn't happen a lot in the gay community, but it doesn't mean it doesn't exist. I have some of the best friends in the world. My husband is healthy. We're growing our show in a new way, meeting
right.
you. So I think those were our highs. I like that, Jake. I'm glad you did that. So don't piss me off.
That's really nice.
Instead of me being bitter.
Right. I was like,
Don't piss me off about me being bitter. It's like my moment to go in. But thank you. Where can everybody find you on TikTok? What is your handle?
onlywayjose.
Got it.
Onlywayjose.
Got it. Anything else you want to say before we?
No, that's it. Thank y'all so much for the TED Talk.
Yes, thank
Yeah, I
you.
appreciate it. I appreciate the invite, and it was a pleasure.
Yeah,
Yes,
so you go.
thank you
If,
so
if,
much.
if you are hiding under a rock and you haven't seen this content, go check it out. It's
On
amazing.
TikTok,
And
Only Way
we'll
Jose.
see you all next week. Thanks, everybody.
Bye, everybody.